Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief. Where's my intro? And this is, where the hell is it? Funny Old Guys. I hit the wrong button.
No kidding.
But anyway, who gives a crap? Anyway, I'm the Comedy Thief, and we steal everything you're going to hear. And to left of me is Dr. Fat. Wait a minute. You're not Dr. Fat Packer. Could you explain, sir, who you are?
Hi, I'm Benji. Hi, Dr. Fat Packer was so worried about you guys not getting back from Mexico when you were supposed to. He said he'd drive down there. So he's on his way down to Mexico to meet with you guys. And he told me to stand by just in case you called. And you did.
So you're kind of
I'll call him when we're finished, and I'll let him know that you guys are okay, and he can turn around and be back for next week's show.
So you're a fill-in today.
Yes, I am.
Where are you from? You have an accent.
Well, I'm from West Virginia. Up from the Appalachian Mountains. Yes, indeed.
I
live in the holler.
Well, here's a curious question. Is there an East Virginia?
Well, only that part of the state, I think. There's also not a North or a South Virginia. Sorry.
And below me is
he's here too, isn't he?
Is Homeless Charlie. Homeless Charlie, say hello to our adoring audience.
Well, hello to our adoring audience.
Now, what we do is we tell joke after joke after joke, and you laugh your head off, folks. But before we do, we have a point of conversation. And
oh, my goodness.
Here's the point of conversation, Dr. Fat Packer. You ready? Oh, wait a minute.
I'll fill in for him if you'd like. Yeah.
Benji.
Yes, here I am.
Benji. Okay, well, anyway, Benji, you look like a flower child from the 60s.
Well, thank you. I just had it finished up yesterday.
Is that your real hair?
They puffed it up for me. They did indeed.
It was a puff up.
That's right.
There's a great joke there, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, the point of conversation, Benji, is you are a bouncer in a bar. Now, you're at the door, but this skinny, frail, very drunk 80-year-old guy comes up to you and tries to pick a fight with you, the bouncer. How are you going to handle that skinny old guy?
Well, first off, never, ever get in a fight with an older person. You know, they fight dirty. They know that there is no such thing as a fair fight. There's winning and there's dying. But anyway, so I would actually have him chase me outside and then call his wife.
Well, that was easy, and it's simple and effective too. Homeless Charlie, you're a bouncer in a bar, and this skinny, old, very drunk old man, 80-year-old man, he tries to pick a fight with you because you're the bouncer. How are you going to handle that?
Well, I like to think that I'm a pretty nice guy, so knowing that he's so small and skinny and frail and drunk, I think I would just put his drink in a paper cup, hand it to him, pick him up by the waist and set him on the curb and say, adios, have a nice day.
Well, that's beautiful. Well, what I would do if I was the bouncer and this skinny, frail, drunk 80-year-old guy was there, I would pick him up. I'd go over to the bartender and say, I want you to fix one of those giant drinks like a margarita, but this would be a Bloody Mary. And I would stuff this old fart into this big glass and pretend he's a stalk of celery. That's what I would do. Anyway.
You're just nasty.
Benji, tell us a joke.
Well, Dr. Fat Packer left some things for me. And he said that I should start out with a couple of bad jokes.
Bad jokes.
So I said, okay, fine. I can come up with a couple of them. So I heard that's a new type of broom coming out.
Yes.
It's so popular. It's sweeping the nation.
It's sweeping the nation. Oh, yes.
And I asked a friend of mine, and I said, why do bees have such sticky hair? And you know what he said to me?
No.
Because they use honeycombs.
Honeycombs. Oh, those two are bad jokes. Woo! Homeless Charlie, tell us the joke.
The other day, I walked over to Target and I noticed the guy, he had a cardboard sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought, he might be a homeless guy and perhaps I could help him out a little bit. So I walked over to him a little more closely and I read the sign and it said, I'm not homeless. My wife has been in Target for over 2 hours. Please help me.
Help me, help me. Well, I was on an airline trip, United to be exact. I got on the airplane and the flight attendant says, everybody make sure you have your masks on. Well, guess what? I forgot my mask. So what I did is I went into my carry-on. I got a pair of briefs, underwear out of my carry-on, and I put the briefs over my head with the leg holes where my eyes were, and it worked beautifully for the entire flight. Now, not only that, but there was a third opening where you could open it up and have a drink. A few people looked at me very, very strange. Benji, tell us a joke.
oh my goodness. Well, I found out that there's a reason that there's a problem with men and women speaking, because they have different definitions of the language. Like, for example, the word thingy. A female would consider a thingy any part under the car's hood.
Oh,
There's a thingy.
yeah.
A man, he would consider a thingy the strap that fastens on a woman's bra.
Mm. Mm.
So how about the word vulnerable?
Vulnerable.
Now, a female would hear that word, and she would say, that means fully opening up oneself emotionally to another person.
Wow.
Man, in the meantime, would consider that as playing football without a cup.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, I just wanted to go back to your joke before about the mask.
Yes.
And how you brought on with carry-on, and I'm just wondering how they let you have carry-on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not a vulture.
We talked about that. Our boarding passes said no carry-on, and Homeless Charlie asked the flight attendant if she would pick him up and carry him on to his seat, and she said absolutely not. So then Homeless Charlie said, well, what if we carry on when we're in our seats? Is that permissible? She said absolutely not.
Oh.
Okay, here's the quickie here. Okay. Homeless Charlie and I, we were in Mexico. We were very entrepreneurial, very idea oriented, and we came up with a new product. Okay.
Oh.
It's called the Cinnamon Bun.
Cinnamon.
The Cinnamon Bun. We're targeting fat guys. So what you do is you take the cinnamon bun and you put it on the crown of your head, fasten it right there, and you walk around looking trendy. Now, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when the fat guy gets hungry, all he does is he pulls the cinnamon bun off his crown of his head and he eats that sucker. So that's our new product. So, Benji,
wow, that's very convenient.
what do you think of that one, Benji?
That's very convenient.
Okay, Benji, tell us a joke.
Oh my goodness. Well, I heard about this couple that been married for many years. And one day the man tells his wife that he wishes that she had bigger boobs.
Mm.
And she goes, well, how am I going to get bigger boobs? And he says, that's simple. Just rub your breasts with toilet paper every day.
Mm.
And she goes, well, how is that going to work? He goes, I'm not sure, but it sure worked with your butt.
Oh, and that's when.
And that's when the fight started. Yes.
Exactly. Homo's Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, you know, speaking about toilet paper, I was wondering why toilet paper needs commercials. I mean, who's not buying it?
Exactly. Makes perfect sense. Well, on our vacation to Mexico, Homo's Charlie and I took Charlie's mother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Now, in the bathroom, right next to the toilet, there's supposed to be a grab bar, right?
Yes.
There's no grab bar. So when Charlie, he had to go, but he's not really all that steady on his feet. So his mother-in-law is in this fold-out cot, right? And she's sleeping in the room. So Charlie very quietly folded the mother-in-law up into the fold-out cot, right? And then he wheeled her into the bathroom beside the toilet, and he was able to grab the frame and slowly set himself down on the toilet. Now, the end of the story is halfway back, his mother-in-law woke up.
Oh.
He undid the bed. There's the mother-in-law. And just like you said, and that's when the fight began. So there.
My goodness, that's awfully good thinking, but very bad planning.
Yes. Benji, tell us a joke.
Well, my neighbor next door was amazing. The man.
Hold it. This is your last one.
Oh, really?
You can start over.
My goodness. My goodness. All right. Well, I do this short one then. So this man, my next door neighbor, rushes into his house and he yells to his wife, and I can hear all this happening. He goes, Martha, pack up your things. I just won the lottery.
Wow.
And Martha goes, whoa, that is wonderful. Shall I pack for warm weather or cold weather? And the man said, I don't care, as long as you're out of the house by noon.
That was cruel.
It was very cool, I
Oh,
thought.
I tell you. Homeless
If he was
Charlie.
any prettier, I'd have him move in with me.
Okay, last one there, buddy.
Well, okay, shortest one I have.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wait, we don't hold it. Wait a minute here. This is
Oh.
supposed to be G-rated there, pal. Go ahead.
It's more than 3 words.
Okay.
Taco Bell, you've heard of Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only place left that you can still get gas for under $1.
Oh.
I like it.
Taco Bell hates you there, homeless Charlie. Well, you guys know what a Venus flytrap is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's that plant that eats flies.
Very strange plant that has a mouth, and it opens up and it's got 1,000,000 teeth, and it attracts a fly, and then he grabs it and he eats it. Okay. Now this sounds like we made this up, but that's a real plant. Well, before I went on vacation, I bought one.
Oh.
And I was fascinated by it. So anyway, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I just happened to wake up and I went searching for my Mexican Chihuahua, and it was gone. Anyway, we're done. We're out of here. Thank you very much for viewing. I hope you laughed your butt off. And oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. We are going to invite a special guest, a celebrity.
Who are you going to invite?
Well, do you know who we're going to invite?
No.
Yes.
Oh, who is it?
You said Faye Dunaway.
Faye Dunaway.
I remember her from the movies.
Yes. Is she still alive?
Apparently.
She is.
Oh, even better.
She's
I
80
think-
years old. So,
By the
Faye,
way-
we want you to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com within the next 24 hours. Or, Faye, if you don't check in
We
24
done
hours,
away.
we're going to put you in the trash bin. So,
My God. And she probably doesn't have anything else to do.
she probably doesn't. She watches old movies. But anyway, this video is going for 25 minutes, but who gives a crap, right?
I do.
You do? Okay. Well, there you go. This is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye, passing along to Benji, our honored guest for this video, to say goodbye.
Well, thank you so much for listening. I'm so happy that I could be here. Oh, yeah. Dr. Fat Packer told me to say, don't forget to go down at the bottom at the YouTube thing where that little thing is and subscribe. He told me to say that. So
Well, that's wonderful. And now, Homeless Charlie, we want you to say farewell and goodbye to our beautiful, bounteous bunch. Got that? Beautiful, bounteous bunch of video watchers.
Goodbye to our beauteous, bounciest bunch of video watchers.
Yay!
This
I
is
like this better.
everybody wave goodbye. We're out of here. Everybody wave goodbye. We're out of here.